we ain't playing, it's the last thing on our minds. Stop crime much if you really wanna stop crime. Be safe in your home, be safe in the street. It's a cold place and I'm really feeling the heat. I never wear gold cause someone's always peeping by the fender. Still crime much came and give TNT confidence. I had a dream in the dark, I had a dream in the spring. I had a dream like man knew the There's a jungle out there and the hunt is on. A jungle out there and the hunt is on. We gonna hunt you down, we gonna hunt you down. Yo, there's a jungle out, there's a jungle out, there's a jungle out there and the hunt is on. A jungle out there and the hunt is on.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is I.A.N. and this is Crime Watch, and we are back. Top of the evening to you. All those of you who are locked online, a special good evening to you. All those of you who are looking at me from all over the world, a special good evening to you. You know, ladies and gentlemen, this has been a very hectic week. It started off on Monday with respect to the municipal police officer, but so many things have happened over the last few days. It's just been a hectic week. But nevertheless, we're here to give you the news. I need to tell you, well, just to let you know, the murder toll is 112 for the year thus far. There have been 31 murders for the month of January, 30 for the month of February, 27 for the month of March, and 24 for the month of April. The 24 murders for April took place in the following communities. I just want to give you a report. In San Fernando, 1 in San Fernando, 4 in Mova, 1 in Santa Cruz, 1 in Chagonas, 1 in Las Lomas, 1 in Barrackpore, 1 in Diego Martin, 1 in Arima, 1 in San Juan, 1 in North Coast, 1 in Curepe, 2 in Sawa, 1 in Vistabella, 1 in Sandy Grande, 2 in Wallerfield, 1 in Barataria, 3 in Valencia, and 1 in Laventille. A total of 6 double murders were recorded for the year thus far. 6 double murders. 1 in Central Division, 3 in Western Division, 1 in North Central Division, and 1 in Port of Spain. There was 2 triple murders, 1 in Port of Spain Division and 1 in Southwestern Division. There was also 1 quadruple murder in Northeastern Division. Out of the 112 murders recorded for the year thus far, 13 females were among the victims. As we continue, ladies and gentlemen, let's start. So at least you understand the murder toll, you understand what's going on. You understand, you have to understand what's going on. Kidnap victim charged with Curepe businesswoman murder. Elijah Bain accused in Trisha Maharaj killing expected before High Court Master. The man who initially reported that he had been kidnapped in La Hoquita and escaped custody has now been formally charged with the murder of Curepe businesswoman Trisha Maharaj. Remember when the car pulled up, I showed you the little video there, the little video. Police confirmed that Elijah Bain was charged in connection with the killing. I believe we have a photograph of Elijah Bain, or somebody can send it to me. Was charged in connection with the killing of 44-year-old Maharaj, who was gunned down days earlier. Bain's arrest comes after a bizarre chain of events that began when he walked into Arouca Police Station on Sunday, April 12th, claiming he had been abducted following a card game with known individuals. He told officers he was taken to a forested area along Bertie Road, 5 Rivers, Arouca, where he later managed to escape after allegedly disarming one of his captors while they slept. He said he fled with a Smith & Wesson firearm before making his way to police. Acting on a report, officers of North Central Division Task Force, supported by Air Support Unit, launched an operation which led to the detention of the suspect believed to be alleged kidnapper. However, as investigation deepened, detectives from Region 2 Homicide Bureau reportedly uncovered evidence linking Bain to the murder of Maharaj at Riverside Road, Curepe. Maharaj was killed on Wednesday, April 8th, after she walked out of her home to meet a prospective seller of a motor vehicle. A gunman emerged from the vehicle and the vehicle backseat and opened fire. So a man identified as Elijah Bain has been charged in connection with the killing of 44-year-old Trisha Maharaj. He was expected to appear before a High Court Master today. As we continue, ladies and gentlemen, more news again. Las Lomas sledgehammer murder probe widens. It widens, ladies and gentlemen, it widens. Remember, we had found the body of Frederick Aaron Stevenson. Remember, we had found that body in the forest there. Okay? Nevertheless, Las Lomas sledgehammer murder probe widened as to release. Police intensify hunt for cousins named as key suspects. The two men detained by police in connection with the sledgehammer murder of Las Lomas man who had gone missing have been released from custody. Director of Public Prosecution Roger Gaspard advised to release both men pending further investigation. It is unlikely the men would face charges of murder at this stage, but they could still be slapped with charges relating to unlawful disposal of a body. Officers are, however, now actively searching for two other men believed to be directly linked to the killing, including the men being sought are cousin James Duraca and Ronaldo Pereira. James Duraca. I need a photograph of Ronaldo Pereira. Yeah. Both men have since gone into hiding, and police are urging anyone with information with the whereabouts to contact the Region 2 Homicide Bureau. Development comes on as investigation continue to piece together the brutal killing of Frederick Aaron Stevenson of Las Lomas. And you know, I'll tell you this, I'll tell you something. Now, you don't have to play the audio. You don't have to play the audio. But, you know, ladies and gentlemen, after we found that body, and the body was found and person spoke, up to now I can't understand why the police didn't swing back by James. Up to now I can't understand that. I can't understand that. Why they didn't swing back by James? Because I went back by James. And I spoke to James' mother. Go ahead. Just a little piece of it. I went back by James' mother and them. Go ahead.
No, we don't find that.
Right, how long?
From you.
Right, the body was found. So, I just want you to know how this thing unraveled. The body was picked up from here. From here, listen to me, by James. His two cousins, they used the van along with another co.
So they're looking for James and his cousin. So I just showing you. Imagine all that, and now we're looking for James and the cousin. But the moment we find the body and we have somebody who, you know, we give you the information, they should have already gone up by James' house. So we give James and them time to get out of it. We give them time to get out of it. We give them time for he and his cousin to get out of it. But we will find him. We will find him. I want you to know we will find him. We will find him. Let me not beat up. We will find him. He has friends. He has cousins. And people will sell him out. They will sell him out. They will sell him out. People will sell him out. So we're looking for James and his cousin, Ronaldo Pereira, in connection with that. So it's like, you're finding, it's like we work so hard to find, to locate, ladies and gentlemen, Stevenson. We worked so hard, all in the bushes. My suit burst up, all kinds of my shoe burst up. I had to get on new shoes. But at the end of the day, after that now, nobody didn't go and collect the suspect. After hearing that. Even when police arrived on the scene, the first thing I would have done is, let's go down by the suspect. One time. Nobody. So he was allowed to disappear. And that is the gist of the story. That is the gist of the story. So I did my part. Also, autopsies delayed after mover massacred child uncle among 4 gunned down. Faulty equipment, stores process. Families demand answer. Postmortems are yet to be conducted on the bodies of 9-year-old girl, her uncle and 2 other adults who were brutally killed in a mass shooting in Mover, deepening anguish among grieving families days after the attack. The killing occurred on Sunday, April 19, 2026, but up to now Thursday, April 20, postmortem examination has not still, and that happened on Sunday, since Sunday that happened, and up to now, today's Thursday, fueling frustration and raising concerns about delays. Information reaching I.A.N. News indicates the malfunction saw at the Forensic Science Center has been a key factor behind the hold-up. The equipment used during autopsies has reportedly failed before, contributed to repeated delays in processing the bodies in suspected homicide cases. Relatives of the victim are now calling for urgent upgrades, insisting that additional equipment be acquired to prevent such setbacks, particularly in cases involving multiple victims and high public interest. But it's so sad, but let me tell you something. Just imagine, you already grieving. Crime, we have crime. You already grieving. Your 9-year-old daughter gone down, or uncle gone down, and 2 other people gone down with her since Sunday. Since Sunday this happened. Since Sunday, 9-year-old. And I'm just showing you how things different here. How things different here. How things different. 9-year-old. When was the autopsy for the police officer? Monday the autopsy for the police officer was done. I'm just showing you. 100,000 by Crime Stoppers. Even though one person has been arrested, 100,000. Different strokes for different folks. Up to now, these people in this quadruple murder, including the little 9-year-old, up to now, today's Thursday, and no autopsy for them. Doesn't that tell you something? Doesn't that tell you something? Doesn't that make you wonder what really going on in this place, boy? Imagine your 9-year-old going every day, the longer autopsy take. It costs family because they have to have wake people coming over. And some of the people just want closure. It's 4 families grieving. 4 families grieving. What about the mother of the family, the parents of the 9-year-old? It's craziness. Tomorrow is Friday. I hope it is done tomorrow. It's simple. These things are simple. If you saw now working, go down, locate a store, fly somebody, and then see how they can get it in the country. That is all. That is all. Fly down and do what you have to do. Think out of the box. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you how I run my business. If one of my systems gone down here, I will see how we could improvise and set up. But by the time I go to order that thing, I realize it'll take about 6 days. Find somebody, get somebody, fly up to the company in New York, if they have it in New York or Miami, collect it, fly in the morning, bring it down, and the next flight, the next day, early, the first flight out, come back. So it takes us a day and a half. A day and a half. And by evening, it's set up and everything, and have the guys waiting here. As soon as somebody pick up the person in the airport, bring them down. And we have done it in the past to avoid shutting down for long. But not everybody thinks out of the box. Not everybody thinks out of the box. Also, a tragic discovery as man found dead in Petit Valley home. A 47-year-old man was found dead at his home on Wednesday morning. Sheldon Alexander of 1st Street, Sparrow Drive, Simeon Road was discovered around 7:30 a.m. by a relative who reported finding him unresponsive inside a room. Officers were called to the scene where they observed the man hanging from an extension cord tied to a ceiling beam. No signs of violence were observed apart from injuries consistent with the hanging. The relative told police that the deceased has been struggling with alcoholism and appeared to be dealing with depression and whatnot. Also, ladies and gentlemen, as we continue, and this is so serious here, going back to the municipal police where Anushka was killed at this station here. This is the station. But let me tell you what's going to happen now. There are changes. And this is, I'm giving you all the facts here on the I.A.N. news. Lodge all firearms now. Urgent government order after Municipal Police Station bloodbath weapon heist. A high-level state directive has ordered the immediate surrender of firearms held by Municipal Corporation following deadly San Fernando Municipal Police Station attack that left an officer murdered. In a memorandum dated the 22nd, 2026, Peter Mitchell, Acting Permanent Secretary in the Ministry of Rural Development and Local Government, issued a blunt instruction all firearms to be immediately lodged for safekeeping at appropriate police station. So the municipal police station, they're running like a security, they're like normal security guards now, because all their firearms and whatnot will have to be lodged at these stations. In a nutshell, the order follows what officials describe as administrative irregularities uncovered in firearm heists. The move comes just days after the violent April 19 attack at the San Fernando Municipal Police Station, where woman police constable Anusha Eversey was stabbed. The directive will remain in place until authorities complete a full audit and verification exercise and regularize all firearm licenses tied to local government bodies. But the order has already triggered pushback. Some municipal officers argue that policy effectively reduces them to the status of an estate constable. Now they're saying, but they're like security guard now. and they're required to collect and return firearms at district stations. Others point to long-standing grievances involving statutory authority service commission claiming consistent treatment is now being deepened by the new system. So it's so that's what's happening right now. You know, where we have this thing with the where we have this thing with the ACP. Where do I have it? Could somebody tell me? I wanted to tell you something. No, we're talking about Sagram Singh. Okay, I have to tell you this. Guns siphoned and sold from police station for months. Prime Minister reveals shocking breach. A disturbing picture is emerging in the investigation into the deadly incident at the San Fernando Municipal Police Station with Prime Minister Kamla Prasad-Bisesa revealing that stolen firearms may have been leaving the facility and entering the black market for months. Speaking to reporters after a Saturday ceremony in San Fernando, the Prime Minister disclosed early findings suggest a prolonged pattern of illegal activity involving weapons stored at the station. According to our information gathered so far in the case, the removal and sale of firearms was not a recent development, but a sustained operation that may have gone undetected for as long as 8 months. The revelation comes amid a widening probe into the killing of Acting Corporal Anushka Eversley and the theft of multiple firearms and ammunition from the station's strong room, a breach that has raised serious concerns about internal control within the municipal police system. Prasad-Bisesa praised the Trinidad and Tobago Police Service for what she described as a swift and decisive response, noting that multiple arrests have already been made as investigators work to unravel the network behind the operation. As part of the fallout, head of the Municipal Police, Surendra Sagram Singh, has been placed on administrative leave pending the outcome of the investigation. The Prime Minister suggests that the duration of the alleged activity points to significant lapses in oversight. There has not been proper supervision, she indicated, pointing to the apparent length of time the situation persisted without detention. So now they're saying that firearms from the station were sold and things were happening for the last 8 months and was never detected. Sagram Singh, who has led the municipal police for 6 years, confirmed earlier this week that he was directed to step aside while inquiries continue. Meanwhile, Prasad-Bisesa also addressed criticism from Estate Police Association Derek Richardson, who took issue with the comments she made distinguishing between the municipal police and the TTPS. She clarified that no disrespect was intended, explaining that her remarks were meant to address public confusion surrounding the roles of the two bodies. Still, the Prime Minister stood firm on a broader statement, acknowledging that while the offence may have been taken, her focus remains on the transparency and accountability as the investigation continues. And just to let you know that Sagram Singh, if you don't know, Surendra Sagram Singh is the father of former Senator Arouca Sagram Singh. Okay, for the former Senator Arouca Sagram Singh. Here she is. But wait. Okay, I met her a couple of years ago at the Supermarket Association dinner. Yeah, about two years ago I met her. You understand? But that is just a photo. But that's her father. So she's the former PNM Senator Sagram Singh. Okay, as we continue. Also, ladies and gentlemen, state clams down Penal businesswoman relative hit with the detention order in modern day slavery probe. Dramatic turn into disturbing criminal investigation has seen a Penal businesswoman and a male relative placed under preventative detention order as authorities move swiftly to contain what they describe as a dangerous and violent network. The order signed by Minister of Homeland Security and by Roger Alexander said dated that on April 20th were officially published days after both individuals were taken to police custody. They are among 16 people recently subject to similar legal action under the ongoing security measure. According to documents, Fareeda Balgobin and a male relative have been identified as part of an informal criminal group operating in the Penal district. Investigators allege the group is linked to a series of serious offenses, including kidnapping, false imprisonment, forced labor, sexual violence, and attempted murder. I only hope, and I tell this today, I only hope, that everybody getting preventive detention orders. That why we saying this one is gang and that one is gang and this one is this and this and that. I only hope that after we could prove that, because it might sound good to say, well, lock up this and lock up this one, and because they can't sue. But I only hope that all what people saying, that these things, ladies and gentlemen, by signing these orders on them, that person, okay, they say that Fareeda had this girl locked down, but remember when I asked her, she said it was for 9 years. She said 9 years that she's been helping that girl. Remember that? Go ahead.
This man, what exactly he come and he tell you?
Hi, good night. What exactly the man told you?
He come.
How old are you? How old are you?
She kinda.
Okay, no problem.
So if you come and tell she, Sasha waiting on me, she will open the gate for you. So that was us have to have.
So how the guy came in your house?
She was home.
Right.
And that was asking, what he come and tell you?
She is home, ma'am. I home. And he said, I open the gate for you to come in inside.
How you open the gate? With this lock here?
Yeah.
Okay.
And he come and wait for she inside. And yeah.
Okay.
When I came home, she opened the gate and I pull up. My son and my worker pull up. And I see this.
That girl, I don't know if they say whatever, sexual violence and whatnot, and so, but that gang thing, I think, I really, that not only her alone, but I only hope that, we're giving people preventive detention orders and signing that these people and them, that we cross our T's and dot our I's. It's not a matter you just lock up somebody and have them detained, because that is what looks good. It looks good. It might look good, but a lot of people thinking, but I only hope that we have information with respect. And I might think differently. You might think so and say, well, that is right, but sometimes you have to know, not what you know, is where you could prove. Always remember that. I don't run a bacchanal network. Whatever I put up, whatever I post, I have my information. You understand? Also, ladies and gentlemen, bullet holes. I told you about bullet holes at the Edinburgh 500 Primary School. School reported shot at, classes dismissed. They had over entire school, send home all the children. People shooting at the school. Police and investigators report of a shooting at the Edinburgh Government School at Edinburgh Primary School around 2:45 on Thursday. Details remain. What time it happened? By now, ladies and gentlemen, did the Minister of Education send out a press release with respect to this? Anybody can tell me? Let me tell you something. We have to think outside of the box. By this time, that happened this morning, but parents have to know, what's going on with respect to the shooting? By now, a press conference, somebody should have gone outside the school, the minister or somebody, and stand up outside school. Well, ladies and gentlemen, good morning. There was an incident here around 2:45. All we have so far that residents in the area heard gunshots and whatnot. Upon checking, we realized that shots were fired at the security booth, and I just want you to know that this matter has engaged the attention of the police and whatnot during the class term. During the time that your children are here, we will have security patrols, and we are liaising with the TTPS to have a police car, officers at the school to strengthen the presence of the police officers, because it's a very serious matter. We don't know if somebody's been a target, if somebody's child has been a target, if a parent is being targeted and and their child attend to that school. This is how we must think. This is how we must think. But somebody just can't shoot up our school and nobody has said nothing. Up to now, we haven't gotten a release. But that is so, and you see, and it's not a matter of a release, it's a matter of people going down there and visibility that you stand up there and you say, well, as a minister, what, I'm bashing nobody, and don't get me wrong, I'm not bashing nobody, but sometimes this is what we have to think, because parents will lose confidence. Nobody want to send their children to school tomorrow. Who want to send their children to school tomorrow? You have to be mad, because I don't know what they're running from. I don't know if some bacchanal with some parents, and somebody say, I could come and shoot up that school while your child in that school, and fire the shot. You don't know. You don't know, because we heard nothing, parents heard nothing. And in these times, people not playing with their children, We already have a 9-year-old that get gunned down on Sunday. Everybody get autopsy, but up to now this child can get autopsy, Up to now, this child can get autopsy, 100,000 and place for any information leading to with arrest, further arrest of Anushka, but nobody has placed 100,000 with this child. I just letting you know. And who don't like it, well, too bad. But that is how it looks. That is how it looks. I know it's not a matter you're batting, but that is how people have to think. We have to think it at an international level. We have to think. If I was thinking at a local level, I never reach where I am, I would have never reached 100 and how much million? Reached 179 million. I would have never. I had to think outside the box. I had to think that person's all international watching me. I had to think. I had to turn down my behavior. I had to make sure I have proper ads. I had to make sure I have proper graphics. I had to make sure I buy proper equipment. Because sometimes you have to take yourself further. Sometimes we have to take part in when things are shooting at schools. You see the police, you see the principal, you see the mayor, everybody line off. No big time deaths and everybody speaking to the media. Well, so and so, there was an incident, and just to assure the parents, there'll be no school tomorrow because we have to put things in place, and so. And as of Monday, when classes resume, we'll have a high presence of police officers. I'd just like to let you know that this matter has been expeditiously investigated. Blah, 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 blah. That's all I want to know. People not playing with their children. They are not playing with their children. And I'm not playing politics. I'm just telling you, that is how it's supposed to be. That is how it's supposed to be. That is how it's supposed to be. I doubt anybody will bash me for that. I doubt anybody will bash me for that. But the right thing is the right thing. Come out and say something. You can't have, I don't know the school population there, but I know it's a couple hundreds. You can have gunshot by a security booth. Hole in the security booth. What is that? That is a sign. That's a sign for who? A teacher? Is that a sign for some parent who sending the child there? Is that a sign? We don't know. And parents need to know people not playing with their children. And if they refuse to send their children to school, well, fine. You can't vex with nobody for that. Who? Because we live in times where children and adults getting gunned down one time. And up till last week we had it. And just to let you know, on a sad note today, I just find that so many people are dying and there's nothing to life. There's nothing to life. I just came back from abroad and I have a close friend. I don't want to make mention of it as yet, but doctors have given up on him. And then I know somebody, I tell you something. There's this girl. I know her for many, many years. I know her from Vina. Vina's hair salon in Chagon. Everybody know Vina and VJ. She used to work Lolita. I only found out a short while ago, Lolita collapsed at home and died. That is so sad. Everybody knows her. She had her own thing. She used to do her own thing. She was her own hairdresser. Do we have a name and thing on the CG, please? Excuse me? Did anybody give a name? Right, and it's so sad. And you know, I'll tell you something. Come back to me. It's about 3 weeks ago. 3 weeks ago, I got a call. I was sitting in my kitchen, and it was Sunday, and somebody said, "Do you know who died?" I said, "Who?" "You know, Lolita's father died." And I said, "Oh my God," and nobody told me anything. And today was the cremation. They say, yes. So I got my driver, we drove down. I said, "Take me to the cremation site." But the cremation already been completed. So I drove to their home. I went to their home because I know the family. I know them. I used to go by them. I went to Lolita's wedding and whatnot. We're all friends. We're good friends. And when she got married, I went to her wedding and whatever function, a little lime there. Days years ago, they'll always invite me, come over, have drinks and cook up food. And because their cousin Vina and VJ, they are my friends. So that's why, I met them. And her father died. She lives right Tom Street, Enterprise, and her father died. Lo and behold, so when I reached up there, I talked to Lolita. I said, "Lolita," she was so happy to see me. She come hug me up. "I.A.N, oh God, I was so happy to see you. I thought, well, you're busy. You wouldn't come." I said, "Lolita, come on, man, oh God." And we sat down and talked. We had a good laugh. I think I spoke to her for about an hour with her family, and I spoke to her mom and thing. And I said, "Well, I'll come back when you have the prayers every month and thing, and I'll give you a time." But I like to give people their space. And there's a grieving time. I sit in my studio just now. I get a call. "I.A.N, look, this girl just died." I say, "Who's that?" They say, "Lolita." I say, "Who? Which Lolita?" "Your friend Lolita from Tom Street." And everybody, every hairdresser in Chagonas know Lolita. Everybody knows Lolita. And it's so sad. She just got a terrible pain and she collapsed. And that's all we have so far. And it really hurts me to put up this picture. Really, really hurts me. There are people that know you coming up in life. Know you coming up, going to movies, liming, having drinks, playing pool in Joseph. That era, when we had nothing going. There was no I.A.N, but just a regular guy. But nevertheless, I never forget where I came from. And persons like Lolita and them, they were all part of the clip. All part of the clip, all part of the pumping clip. And it's really, really sad that, recently I have seen something happen in the world that people are just dying. That, life has nothing. And it's so true that they say, the Bible describes life as a vapor. It just vanishes away. It could just vanish like that. And yet we hold so much bitterness, and yet we hold so much anger and animosity for people. And yet when we are in an influential position, we rank, we play big boy. When we're supposed to use that position that God has placed us and entrusted us with a certain degree of power to help people and better the lives of citizens and better the life of your family members. You rank, you play big boy, you cost because you have a little money, you want to play things. It's just sad. And just like that, bam, bam, your life could be snatched away. So to the family of Lolita, to her mother, her brothers and whatnot. I know I met you all last time, almost a couple of weeks ago. It's not even a month. It is not even a month yet that her father died, and they have the prayers. It's not even a month that now Lolita has passed away, and it's so sad. It is really, really so sad to her friends and her family and her clients and whatnot. You all should attend the wake and show your face, because they are good people. Her uncles and everybody, they are good people, They are really, really great people. So we're going to take a fast break, and when we come back, we'll continue.
The I.A.N Show will be right back.
Looking for something truly unique this season? Then you need to visit Farm India Expo, located opposite Medford Gas Station, Chaguanas. Brand new containers have just arrived, packed with one-of-a-kind garments you won't find anywhere else. Whether you're shopping for something stylish, traditional, or custom-made, we've got you covered with made-to-order pieces tailored just for you. And it doesn't stop there. Take a stroll through our full food court, offering delicious options for the entire family. From savory bites to sweet treats, there's something for everyone. Plus, don't miss our big sale on furniture. Upgrade your home with beautiful pieces at unbeatable prices. So come on down to the Fabindia Expo, located opposite Medford Gas Station, Chaguanas, where culture, style, and savings come together.
On April 25th, gather around Team UNC for speeches on the state of the nation, including Prime Minister KPB 2.0.
The people of our country can be assured that assets that belong to them are now being managed in a manner to bring the greatest returns to our country and our citizens.
37 years a party, 1 year in government. Congress 26 from the Couva South Hall car park, Saturday, April 25th at 2 p.m. Live coverage on this station and all streaming platforms.
Better days are coming. Better days ahead.
Streaming live at 2 p.m. on the I.A.N. network on Facebook and YouTube.
That was a paid political ad.
Looking for the perfect place to own land? Introducing pre-development lots for sale in Mayaro at an unbeatable price of $45,000. Perfectly located only 4 minutes from the beach, you'll be just moments away from the relaxing sound of the waves and the beauty of the coastline. Plus, only 5 minutes from Mayaro Junction, giving you easy access to everything you need. Whether you're planning your dream home, a vacation getaway, or a smart investment, these lots offer the ideal location and incredible value. Call today and secure your lot near the beach before they're all gone.
Struggling to lose weight despite your efforts? Feeling tired after meals or dealing with stubborn belly fat? It may not just be your diet. Your blood sugar could be the issue. Spikes can lead to fat storage, low energy, and higher cholesterol. Berberine Plus, with berberine, bitter melon, and banaba leaf, help support healthy glucose metabolism so your body works more efficiently. Take control and feel the difference in 90 days. Available at Pennywise and leading pharmacies nationwide.
And the rules are this simple. Spend $300 or more and you could win the ultimate giveaway. 4 lucky mugs. A staycation for 2 at Sunset Beach Resort. So be sure to shop, spend and win at SNS Bazaar Supermarket this Mother's Day for a limited time only.
Thinking of giving your home that modern finish? Then visit ABC Bath Doors and Windows. We are the largest supplier of hardwood finishing goods. Get kitchen and pool tiles, faucets, doors, windows, sinks, and so much more. Come in or give us a call. ABC Bath Doors and Windows, always a better choice.
Brighten your complexion, protect your skin from the sun with Vico Turmeric Vanishing Cream for all skin types, even babies. Heals pimples, cuts, burns, insect bites, eczemas, even chickenpox. Removes sunburn, dark spots, keeps you radiant all day. Vico Turmeric Face Wash cleanses like no other cleanser. Removes makeup, deep down dirt, blackheads, and dead skin cells. Available at all Pennywise stores, pharmacies, supermarkets, cosmetic counters, and superfarm stores. Agents Modern Caribbean Enterprises Limited. Be sure to look for Modern Caribbean's logo on genuine Vico products.
On April 25th, gather around Team UNC for speeches on the state of the nation, including Prime Minister KPB 2.0.
The people of our country can be assured that assets that belong to them are now being managed in a manner to bring the greatest returns to our country and our citizens.
37 years a party, 1 year in government. Congress 26 from the Couva South Hall car park, Saturday, April 25th at 2 p.m. Live coverage on this station and all streaming platforms.
Better days are coming. Better days ahead.
Streaming live at 2 p.m. on the I.A.N. network on Facebook and YouTube.
That was a paid political ad.
Welcome back to the Ian Allen Show.
We're back. You know, a driver was shot. Driver shot while dropping off a friend in Port of Spain. 30-year-old man was shot while driving along Piccadilly Street on Wednesday. He shared Dali Ishidali of Upper St. Barb's Road, Belmont, said at around 10:10 on April 22nd, he was driving his Kia Cerato with a female friend when he stopped near the bottom of Calvary Hill to drop her off. This 10 past 10 nighter, he reported hearing several loud explosions and immediately drove off. While approaching the Mango Rose traffic light, he felt a burning sensation on his back after later realized he had been shot. Wow. He went to hospital. Also, explosion at Shagarama's agency. At Shagarama's agency, Estate Constable shot. Glock 17 seized. Metal fragments. 9mm shell recovered as probe deepens. An investigation is underway after an estate constable was seriously injured following explosion and possible firearm discharge at the Shagarama's Development Authority headquarters. I remember this is news that you don't hear nowhere. At the Shagarama's Development Authority headquarters at Bachelor Hall Road, Tucker Valley on Wednesday. According to a police report, officers were dispatched at approximately 3 minutes past 2 after reports that a member of the staff had injured himself while on duty at the state facility. Responding officers met on arrival with estate management and senior supervisor staff along with other persons stationed at the compound. The female estate constable reported at around 1:23 while on sentry duty in the charge room, she heard a loud blast coming from within the compound. Moments later, she heard a colleague cry out in distress. Checks were immediately made, and the injured constable was found clutching his left side of his abdomen, suffering from what appeared to be a serious injury. He was quickly assisted by co-workers and transported to the Portsmouth General Hospital, where he underwent emergency surgery. Medical officials later placed him in a ward in a stable condition. Also, ladies and gentlemen, as we continue, a man was stabbed and beaten by armed men in armed trio in Arouca. A 40-year-old man was attacked and stabbed by 3 men while lying in Five Rivers area on Monday night. The victim, Conan Samuel of Five Rivers, said at around 8 p.m. on April 20th, 2026, he was at First Street near a track with a relative when he was approached by a man who told him, "Move from here now before I come back, else it will be drastic when I come back." The suspect walked away, spoke with 2 other men, and later returned with them. Sam reported that the 2 of the men were armed with knives, while the 3rd had an axe. The group then launched a violent attack, beating and stabbing him about the upper body. The victim managed to escape and ran to the main road before making his way to the Arouca Police Station. If you have any information about this man who was stabbed and beaten, get in contact with me. Also, I did not tell you that there was a delivery driver robbed of 26,000 Siparia hold up. A 31-year-old delivery driver was robbed of 26,000 cash while conducting deliveries in Tick Village, Siparia on Wednesday afternoon around 1:10 on April 22nd, 2026. The victim, a delivery salesman with West Indian traders who had stopped at a mini-mart along Hillview Drive to make a delivery when he noticed a man acting suspiciously approaching his vehicle. Fearing for his life, the driver exited the vehicle and attempted to walk away. However, the suspect followed him, pointed a gun and demanded cash. The victim handed over a black bag containing it. But why do they have these people transporting cash for? There's big signs on some of the vehicles, no cash on board. What's this? What is this? You can't compromise the lives of the drivers and whatnot. Times are different. Also, ladies and gentlemen, as we continue, an elderly man robbed by 4 intruders during an early morning home invasion in Enterprise. A 66-year-old farmer was robbed of cash and household items after 4 men stormed his home in Enterprise during the early hours of Wednesday. The victim of Muhammad Street Goodwill Trace said at around 5 a.m. on April 22nd, the suspect entered his home and announced a robbery. Fearing for his life, he complied with their demands. The intruder stole 2,000 cash, a black blue cell phone, a 65-inch Samsung television, and stereo system valued 4,000 before fleeing the scene. Writing Mohammed Street Goodwill Trace. If you have any information, get in contact with me. Also, just imagine in other news, Children Authority targeted 12,700 copper cables stolen. Tobago facility hit, power disrupted. A theft at a property rented by Tobago Children Authority by Children Authority in Tobago has left the facility with all critical electrical infrastructure after thieves made out with high-value armored cable. The incident occurred at a building located at Pascal Village, Lambeau, which is currently leased to the Children Authority. Reports indicate that the premises were last checked around midday on Friday, April 17th. However, the situation took a turn on Monday, 20th April, when information she received about a disruption in electricity supply at the location. Upon returning to the property at 8:15, checks revealed that they stole the cable. Also, in other news, a manager trust shattered. Employee caught on CCTV hauling 3,900 in cooking oil. 16 kegs vanished overnight in Freeport. A warehouse theft has led to the arrest of a 42-year-old employee after the company's surveillance reported captured the entire operation unfolding overnight in Freeport. According to reports, the incident occurred at a warehouse operated by Vasha Food along Fireborn Road around 6 p.m. on Wednesday, 15th April 2026. The company's general manager secured 13 kegs of 18-liter Marjorie Salt vegetable oil at the western side of the compound before leaving the location. However, when he checked were made shortly after 9 a.m. the following day, the stocks valued 3,900 was discovered missing. Suspicion quickly turned inward after CCTV footage was reviewed. Investigators said the video showed an employee removing a pallet containing the kegs and loading them into a company-owned white Isuzu 5-ton truck. Wow, I tell it easy. It just ain't easy. Also, ladies and gentlemen, in other news, a fugitive returned to U.S. after 12 years on the run. A Trinidad and Tobago national wanted in the United States for over a decade has been extradited to face serious criminal charges, bringing an end to years of evasion. Kervon Noel was transported from Port of Spain to the United States on Tuesday, April 21st, 2026, under escort by United States Marshal Service alongside agents from Federal Bureau of Investigation, FBI, and Diplomatic Security Services, DSS, of the U.S. Department of State. Authorities say a warrant for Noel's arrest was issued in Maryland in November 2014 in connection with 2 counts of armed robbery and conspiracy. Although he was granted bail and scheduled to appear before the court in December 2014, Noel failed to attend, instead fled to Trinidad and Tobago. The United States formally requested his extradition, and on January 2026, he was subsequently detained in Port of Spain on February 11, 2026, and later agreed to be extradited. A warrant of removal was signed by Attorney General John Jeremy on April 13, paving the way for his return. U.S. Embassy Child Day Affairs Dr. Jennifer Neidhart de Ortiz described the extradition as a strong example of cooperation between both nations. Also, ladies and gentlemen, house gutted by fire in Diamond Vale. Fire services crew responded to a house fire at Agate Drive in Diamond Vale, Diego Martin, on Thursday, April 22nd. Look at this. Agate Drive. So sad, they're so sad. Also, ladies and gentlemen, no cabinet shake-up. PM shuts down reshuffle talk. Government nearing 1-year mark. A lot more promises to keep. Prime Minister Kamala Persaud-Bissessar has dismissed speculation about imminent changes to her cabinet, saying that there's no plans for reshuffle as the government approaches its first year in office. Speaking with reporters on the sideline of a Sutton ceremony for the Hilton Garden Inn project in South Park, San Fernando, she addressed growing public and political chatter about possible adjustment to ministerial portfolios. We're going to take a fast break. When we come back, we'll continue.
The I.A.N show will be right back.
Welcome to eFix Investments Limited, your one-stop destination for all your home essentials. Transform your bathroom with our exquisite range of showers, enclosures, luxury bathtubs, modern toilets, faucets, ceramic sinks, and vanities. Enhance your kitchen with our stainless steel sinks. Our extensive selection includes bath, kitchen accessories, as well as security doors. Visit our showroom today at Southern Main Road, Homeland Gardens, Cunupia, and let your dream home become a reality. Call us at 665-2282 or 671-2282. eFix Investments Limited, your home, your style, our passion.
Step into Sensational Beauty Studio by Tina, your one-stop beauty destination. From micro shading and brow tinting to makeup, hair coloring, manicures, pedicures, and relaxing massages. Monday to Saturday, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Walk-ins and appointments welcome. Book today.
Grade 1 PVC ceiling sale on new arrivals. PVC panels $25. Heat barrier tiles $7. WPC panels $35. Marble sheets $180 and more. 4 locations: Warren Road, Davey, Tunapuna, and Tobago. Big deals, premium finishes. Don't miss this sale.
Low prices, more value, weekly giveaways only at Food Chopper Supermarket, 121 EMR Remo on JHI Trading Compound. Join our loyalty card program. Enter for a chance to win our monthly grand prize. We are open Monday to Friday 8 to 8, Saturday 7 to 8, and Sunday 7 to 3.
Welcome back to the I.A.N Show.
To our dedicated audience and millions worldwide, with just $5 you can support our operations and be part of the important work that we do every day. Contribute while you're watching. It's fast and easy. Send your support via PayPal to 1ian.allen@gmail.com or to our First Citizens account. For our international supporters, SWIFT code provided for smooth, secure transfers. Thank you for standing with us.
Time to level up with Neil Cool Air Conditioning. Premium Lennox 12,000 BTU that offers strong cooling, energy efficiency, and ice-cold performance. Right now, grab it for just $2,800. Yes, you heard right. Only $2,800. Installed. Turn your home into pure comfort, cool vibes all day, all night. Call us today before this deal is gone.
You're hired. Not you guys. Him.
Mommy? What else does later?
When it comes to spotless results, trust the real professional, Sir Cleaning Products. Floors, windows, tables, wherever there's dirt, Sir makes it disappear. Hassle-free cleaning, every time.
So, do you do kitchens too?
Like I go get a raise?
Sir Hassle-free cleaning, done right.
Becoming a landowner is now a greater possibility. At Corsica Estates in Grand Couva, owning your piece of land has never been easier with more flexible options available. With our in-house payment plan, pay just $25,000 down and $1,909 monthly for 12 years, totaling $300,000 per lot. You can also secure funding through First Citizens, Scotia, or Republic Bank and pay $250,000 per lot. What are you waiting for? Contact us today for more information and learn how you can get started.
On April 25th, gather around Team UNC for speeches on the state of the nation, including Prime Minister KPB 2.0.
The people of our country can be assured that assets that belong to them are now being managed in a manner to bring the greatest returns to our country and our citizens.
37 years of party, 1 year in government. Congress 26 from the Couva South Hall car park, Saturday, April 25th at 2 p.m. Live coverage on this station and all streaming platforms.
Better days are coming. Better days ahead.
Streaming live at 2 p.m. on the I.A.N network on Facebook and YouTube.
That was a paid political ad.
Rise to the occasion. Welcome back to the I.A.N Show.
You know, ladies and gentlemen, I just had to tell you, remember we were looking for an individual with respect to remember a man was accused of being involved in a robbery and murder in Wallerfield and denying any role in the incident and attempting to clear his name. The man identified as Brian was linked to a mini-mart robbery at Lot 8 Tractor Pool Road on Margin 19, as well as the killing of Benno Hogan, whose body was discovered on April 8th. Can we get all those things, please? Hogan's death marked the second killing in less than 24 hours. Right, and remember we did go down, we did visit his house and whatnot. Go ahead. The 8th, 2026, after residents heard a loud explosion. Upon arrival at Block 3, they found a small wooden house. That's the house across there. He was found lying on the floor, his hands bound, suffering from severe gunshot wounds and whatnot. And the district medical officer visited the scene and pronounced him dead. Police investigating are ongoing. So we are trying to get in contact with a guy called Brian because we spoke to Benno Hogan, uncle also. Who is his mother?
Yeah.
Oh, so you wouldn't really have no connection again. The connection wouldn't be like before. So that was your nephew. When last you saw your nephew, sir? Accept my sympathy. When was the last time you saw your nephew?
I see him every day.
What was his mood like on Tuesday night? And also, you remember, if you could recall, there was a robbery at a mini-mart. The robbery at the mini-mart took place March 19th. You remember this? Go ahead. Where? Go ahead. Well, I located Brian. Not till I'm that good, I located Brian. And he said he has nothing to do with it. Go ahead. Right, so ladies and gentlemen, this is I.A.N. In this connection, remember we were looking for a guy called Brian. Remember? Now let me just take you back. There was a robbery on the 19th of March at a mini-mart in Wallerfield, lot number 8, Tractor Pool Road. And since that day, Brian has been missing. And then after that, a man was murdered. Okay? And we were there last week. And Brian is here. Brian, do you know, we know that you have been, since the day of the incident, why you didn't go back to Wallerfield, since the day of the robbery?
Not the day of the day after the robbery.
Yeah.
I was up there still.
How long after?
2 days after.
And why did you leave?
Problems in the work itself. I was working, Mr. Allen, and the caliber of work that I was doing for the people, the money was not agreeing with it.
How long have you been working for the people?
Since they started, maybe May 2023.
So why would you leave after 2 days after a robbery and then you come to that conclusion?
No, well, I was working from there from first and I left that same year, 2023. And after a little while, I called them and tell them things going a little tough.
Is it because of the robbery you think you left?
No, sir.
Did your name call in the robbery?
I did not hear anything, but the Thursday, they set it up on the Friday, I went by the shop and buy. The Saturday, I was by the shop playing pool. I played 2 games of pool with the fellas there.
With the pool table outside?
Yes, sir. And if I'm not wrong, Mr. Allen, when I now came back up there to stay, I talked to Miss Flora and I tell Miss Flora which part I born and grew. She tell me she have a cousin living in the road just before which part I live. And when she call the person in, I told her, I said, Miss Flora, not far from there's a temple in my road where I born and grew. And
that's where you born?
Suman Avenue, sir.
You are saying you don't know nothing about the robbery?
No, sir.
Nothing.
The Friday morning, that happened Tuesday, the Friday morning, I could remember as I opened my eye, Mr. Allen, I was sleeping next to a 12-year-old boy, a next worker, and his girlfriend. As I opened my eye, I pressed his phone and I saw 6:12 the Friday morning. As I saw the time, I heard the boss man pulling up in the driveway. Because he lived to the front of the area where them live. So he's at a drive right away wrong to the back to come on morning. And see how I be with them and whatnot and stuff, Mr. Allen. I get up before everybody get up, being the eldest around them, and started helping them pack out the bush, bring out the bush and whatnot and stuff. And from there, Mr. Allen, I drink a little bit of coffee, what he bring.
And you leave the man work?
No, I didn't leave it right away. The Friday morning, I work with him.
So why, okay, but you don't find that is a coincidence after the robbery that you just bust out? Because everybody said they can't find nobody in the back there. Do you know anything about the death of this boy, Benno Hogan? Benno Hogan, sorry.
No, sir.
When last you saw Benno?
The last time I saw Benno, the robbery I think happened on Tuesday and the Saturday before.
The 19th of March?
Right. I think it was about 2 or 3 days before I saw Benno. He gave me, if I'm not wrong, 15 or 16 eggs to fry or boil. I had a bag of bread. I was working that day. And I tell him, I say, boy, I ain't collect much today, you know. I just have enough money to buy a bag of bread and a tin of sausage. I said, the rest of bread I'll eat it tomorrow during the course of the day while I'm working. He said, no, you don't worry. I'll give you some eggs so you'll have enough thing to eat and whatnot and stuff. He even gave me 2 lemons. He told me, say, when you're ready, you can make juice whenever I get sugar and whatnot and stuff.
So you left?
The 21st of March.
Or the 21st of March.
I don't have any contacts or anything like that to say I can give you a contact to which part I was Wednesday. But I have a cousin working in Angostura. She herself know that I was home the entire day Wednesday, the 8th. And in the evening time, Mr. Allen, I didn't have no money, my belly was hurting me. I went up by the prairie man out on the corner by me and asked him for $40.
So after you left, after the robbery, when you leave, you end up leaving. So you spent 2 days, you stayed 2 days, right? You stayed 2 days in
Wallerfield.
In Wallerfield, and then you leave.
I leave on my own free will looking.
After the robbery?
Yes, to get a little
And that was
job.
it, nobody else see you again?
Nobody didn't see
So
me.
how in
I was
God's creative world could have Benno Hogan? Benno Hogan died on the April the 8th, so you went back to Wallerfield?
No, sir. Since the 21st of March I left, I haven't been back there yet.
So but did you not say that right before he died, Benno was found dead, he gave you eggs and things?
That is before the robbery take place, sir.
So that the last time you said that the eggs was before?
Yes.
Okay. So you know nothing about the murder?
No, sir.
So why are you hiding from Wallerfield?
I'm not hiding.
The residents in Wallerfield?
I'm not hiding from the residents in Wallerfield. Reason why I say that, sir, I just want a better life away from this dashing bush work and having my foot.
You don't find that strange that after all the death, after the robbery, your whole life is in Wallerfield?
No.
Everybody know you in Wallerfield since so many years now. That everybody know you as help out people as do the LL errands and them. That since the death of Ben Hogan and the robbery, that your whole life just turned upside down. Since officers found him on the 8th of April, and the robbery was on the 19th of March. I have videos showing, well, whoever, they say it's not you.
I saw the video, Mr. Allen. I went to the internet cafe because I've been here the Thursday evening when I passed my uncle with my bag of bread and thing. I hear you saying Brian, who was to stay behind Solomon Temple, Wallerfield, could assist you with some investigation. He gone into hiding or something like that. I know to myself, I'm not hiding from nobody. I'm not a bad person. I don't be on these kind of things.
You never see a revolver in your life, Brian?
Mr. Allen, I've been honest with you. I swear to Almighty Jesus and my mother and father alive, Mr. Allen. I have a Bible in my bag and all. I've never fired a gun before in my life.
So you never see the revolver?
I don't know what is a revolver, Mr. Allen.
The one that I spin. Not the magazine store, the one that I spin.
The long thing to the front or something.
Describe it for me.
There's a long thing to the front. And it's open the whole gun or something like that.
Yeah.
No, I don't know.
And they spin the thing, the barrel. Alright. So if you have never seen that, well, no problem. They can describe that, but anyhow, well, Brian, thanks again. The investigation continues. Thanks for making yourself available.
And Mr. Allen, like I said, again, I have nothing to...
Well, that's what Brian had to say, but he described the gun and thing, but he don't never seen a gun in his life. But nevertheless, the investigation continues into the death of that man. Yeah, just nevertheless, the incident concerning Hogan, right? It continues. You know, I have to tell you, the relatives dispute an account about police stating that this man had a gun and this guy was shot in the ankle, reports that he was shot in the ankle. But I said, let me investigate it. Let me tell you, relatives of a man shot and arrested in Laventille are challenging the police version of events, following the tense-foot chase that ended with the suspect being wounded. Police reported that the incident around 6:40 p.m. on April the 8th, when Acting Corporal Hall and a team of officers went to a 3-story house at Low Place to execute a preventive detention order to Akim Kabar. According to officers, Kabar was spotted on the upper floor and ran inside. Upon seeing them, he later exit through the back of the house, parking A foot pursuit. During the chase, police claim the suspect appeared to be armed with a firearm and jumped from the 3rd floor railing to a nearby yard. Officers further alleged that Kaba turned while holding the weapon, prompting one of the to fire 2 shots. He continued fleeing before being subdued on the roadway, and he was shot in the ankle. However, relatives have since disputed aspects of the police account, raising questions about the circumstances surrounding. And I want people, ladies and gentlemen, if Penal could get justice, if Wallerfield could get justice, Laventille deserve to be heard. They are folks too. And nobody wants to kill me in Laventille. I went up there, go ahead.
Everything above? No man just slide here.
Hey, good afternoon. Wait up and be.
I bet them people is wrong there. Police broken by you and by.
Huh?
The police broken by.
But you see, but the report we get.
Yeah, live.
So, all come to clear the air. Hello, good afternoon.
But I'm live.
What are you like handle for?
I'm on there right here.
Oh, shucks. How you did?
That's all.
Hi, good afternoon. Yeah, you can't be in that jersey, yeah? Yeah. Tell me who you are to him. Right, so let me tell you what went on here. Let me tell you what we have. This is what I posted. Suspect fleeing police, shot in ankle in Laventille on Wednesday, April the 8th. You agree with me, right? A man was at Low Place. A man was shot in the ankle and arrested following a tense foot chase through Low Place 2 Wednesdays ago. Around 6:40 p.m. on April 8, 2026, officers went to a 3-story dwelling place. This is the 3-story dwelling place to the side of me here. Following information regarding the arrest of Akim Kabar under a preventive detention order. That's a PDO. Kabar was seen on the top floor. He fled into the house upon spotting the officers. When he ran out the back door, one officer pursued him while another observed the suspect armed with what appeared to be a black firearm. The suspect jumped from the 3rd floor, look the railing up there, into a bushy area into a neighboring yard. During the pursuit, Kabar turned with the firearm in the hand, prompting an officer to fire 2 rounds at him. The suspect continued fleeing and subdued him on the roadway. Kabar was bleeding from his ankle. A search for the firearm in the area was unsuccessful. But if he had a firearm and they hold him and they would have gotten the gun, the suspect was transported to Police General Hospital for medical treatment. And that is what was reported to me, and that is what we sent out. So we are here at Low Place. You are who to the individual? You are his mother-in-law, right? So, and he lives here. Tell me exactly what happened. That what I am saying here is totally different, and that is why I've come to clear the air with you. Okay? Tell me exactly what went on.
He was doing some work on the ceiling, and I was inside. Well, my grandson came from school, so I went inside with him and closed the door because I didn't want the dust to harass him.
Yes, ma'am.
So within now, I lie down on the bed, I hear rat-a-ta-tang-tang. I hear like he run, like he saw them, and he run through the back. I think he was in the bathroom. I didn't think he had on no clothes. He had on like a pants, a short pants, and he run through the back, run through the back door, right? So then the police and they come and had a policewoman say, shoot him, kill him. So he run through, he run over there. Now he was sleeping, so I couldn't leave him right away. Police come up upstairs, he tried to rough me up, and telling me to move. I say, well, I live here. I'm not leaving here. I never see no gun, I never see nothing in this place here like that. You understand? And then I hear packs. Next thing, I watch to the back, the neighbor there. When they point the gun at him, the neighbor ball, oh God, don't shoot him.
He was unarmed?
Yes, he was unarmed, he had nothing.
And the neighbor saw that?
The neighbor saw that.
That neighbor coming? That is important neighbor.
The neighbor here.
Neighbor come now. This sexy Rasta girl is the neighbor?
Yeah.
Ooh, shoot him, don't shoot him.
Yes.
I hope you say that for me too. Let me hear what happened, Go ahead.
And you push him.
Go ahead. Go
Because
ahead.
he ran off and as soon as the guy shouted, I said, don't shoot, and that's because they shoot.
So he ran by you?
Yeah, he ran down the
The
stairs there.
person jumps over there.
Uh-huh.
And the officer in front of him, he pushed him and he ran off now because he pulled out the firearm and shoot behind him.
But Kabar had any firearm? So you baller don't shoot them, don't shoot them. So they was gonna shoot an unarmed man.
Unarmed man, yes. The shooter unarmed man.
But they shoot him in his ankle.
They shoot him in his, well, he said he picked up all the 4 shots.
It's 4 times he shot?
Yeah, 4 shots.
I thought it was ankle.
4 times they shoot behind him. 4 times they shoot behind him.
So then he will have the bag just now?
I hope not.
Huh?
I hope not.
I hope not too.
Oh, shucks.
I hope not. So then he and all kick him. A policewoman and all kick him.
So they don't come and find out the
Oh,
truth
God,
all
well,
the
come
time.
to find out the plane. Now go, you go boss him up, so? Let me hear you, Miss Lady. Go ahead, don't shoot him. Go ahead.
Yeah, I said don't shoot him, and they still shoot behind him. He didn't have no arm. He wasn't armed. He was just running for life.
So it's 4 shots he got? Is he critical in hospital?
And he picked up all 4, that's it?
Right, a palm of his hand?
Behind the back.
Enter through the back of his waist and bust through the front here by his groin.
Yeah.
Another one between the leg tie and his toe.
So he picked up all 4.
But why initially they said it was ankle? Come, Cherry, come. Cherry, come now. Cherry, come now, girl. You're talking all the time. Come. Why, Cherry? Why they said his ankle that he was shot in the ankle?
Because they like to lie.
Huh?
Why they said they like to lie? They're trying to say he runs, so they shoot him in the foot to stop him. But
Because everybody knows his ankle, you know. Everybody knows his ankle. No, look, I don't even know. Look, it's 4 shots.
I have a picture of the discharge summary that you could see.
The discharge summary. And you are who, Tim?
Your friend.
Oh, okay. You have a nice girlfriend, boy. Yeah.
Crime Watch does not end at 7 p.m. It continues on all our platforms, Facebook, YouTube, and on our website. Download the I.A.N app today.
That is your daughter? Yeah. Right. So now I'm in the top here now.
I'm the grandson. Right, that's what I'm saying. So why you run, right?
I find the shepherd humps in this road. The shepherd 2 hump in this road here. I find them people be speeding here, boy.
That was saying, right?
Why
the police are saying, so why you run if you don't run when that shoot him? If I live up on 3rd floor, here is a red zone communal area, as they say, right?
And I hear too.
Down here, I see a black, here let's be dark.
Right.
A black
What time this happen?
Sometime in the night.
In the evening?
Yeah.
Right.
But well, long time I get that.
Yeah.
When I look down here black. Here's a red zone, as they say, right?
Yeah.
I seen on uniforms coming out with gun. Why go and do snap and wait for gunman to come? And I don't have a firearm to shoot behind them or nothing.
Yeah.
I'm running for my life. What are you doing in a situation like that?
Did they identify themselves?
No.
Where were you?
We have a video asking them to identify themselves and they did not.
Okay, let's send it to me now, yeah, miss? Yeah, my 2944081.
Yeah, well run, because if I'm in a situation like that, I look down here, I see that black unmarked vehicle. People in plain clothes with guns coming running. Why go and do stop and wait for gunman to kill me?
So he was not shot in the ankle. He was shot 4 times. 1 here, 1 here, 1 in the stomach, 1 in his hand.
One went through his hand. One entered from the back of
And by the groin area.
Come through here by the groin area.
And the leg here by thigh. And his toe. Where? Did any officials from the police complaints authority visit you? Are you calling them to visit you? Within 2 weeks. Because 2 weeks I find that is madness.
2 weeks is
From the time this happened. What did this happen again?
The 8th.
The 8th, right? So 2 weeks, that's still only 2 weeks. All right, so you are saying that he did not have no gun. And yet you were hearing the officer say shoot him.
Unarmed man and 4 times.
The man
unarmed.
Unarmed man and 4 times it's back to him.
Yeah. And they only looking for stuff, but they're looking for gun.
But where the gun? Where the gun? Where all? And they say what? If they know where he run, right? And that's so much of them, they can look for a gun, but why come back? Oh, so everybody came out? Everybody did. You have pictures of that? The whole crowd? Send me the date happened. Wow, unbelievable.
So scared.
Unbelievable.
Scared.
So he's under handcuff and all kind of thing there?
Yeah. So
Police guard?
I just basically
got news that the wounds are infected.
Oh, good, yeah.
So, because they didn't give him any medical treatment.
No medical treatment?
So, after they discharged him the 10th out of the hospital, he went into CPS station.
Right.
And in CPS station, they gave him no medical treatment, no medical attendance, nothing like that, even though he asked. We, as the relatives, went there and asked them to give him because his sister is a nurse as well, and she know that the wound would have been infected if not clean within about 3 days' time. They didn't. They ignored everything.
Okay.
And I have a listing of some of the officers' names. So yeah.
All right. Very interesting.
Right now he's in ECRC. The sister went there to visit him
but
today.
if he's in ECRC.
Only last night.
Hold on. Only last night.
Yes.
Since the 8 this happened.
Yeah.
But you are telling me, is he under medication? Any antibiotics?
Yes, and they gave him nothing. They gave him nothing. So they want him to die, basically. No, there's an EMT up there, so they would deal with him. But the sister now called and said his wounds are infected, especially this one here, which was 2 centimeters above a major artery, where he could have bled out.
Wow. Is there anything you have to say again, ma'am? What action are you taking? Are you going to get a lawyer?
Yes, we are.
We're
not leaving a dress.
You are in the process.
Yes.
You're speaking with an attorney right now.
Yes.
Beautiful. So you expect police complaints to contact you soon?
Yes.
You find it
within
taking
2 weeks.
Okay, no problem.
I don't normally know the procedure, but it's
Okay.
within 2 weeks.
And my good friend, so I don't want to put you up. What have you to say about this?
Well, it is unjust. It is unjust. They come here to kill him. So.
Okay, thank
Everybody around didn't see anything, and we here to support.
He had no
and
gun.
we here to
When he had no gun.
He had no gun.
Because I spoke to him in the hospital and asked him exactly what went on. He told me he was in the bathroom. He says the idling of the vehicle he heard in front of the gate and the stomping coming up the stairs. So by the time he peeped out through the burglar proofing, he saw the female officer on the stairs. And she said, don't run. And he ran. Got through the back door, jumped the railing, jumped over into this yard.
Into her yard? Into her yard?
No, right here. Right? This yard he was in, and he jumped over into that yard. Right? They shot him down there.
They shot him down there?
Yes. He was running, coming out of the gate. When he come out of the gate, he was greeted by a policeman, and he tried to push the policeman to run.
Right.
And that is the policeman that shot him.
Oh, cool.
So he got one down there, but everybody else was in the yard.
And when he jumped by her?
Right, her? Yeah, he jumped
Excuse,
over there.
when he jumped by you, ma'am, you saw no gun?
No gun. He was on
camp out and all.
The camp out?
Camp out and all. Right in the corner there, they send and buy chicken, water, sit down. Nobody to pass, yeah.
Yeah, but there's a thoroughfare, everybody can pass it. There's one of the
They get on real bad, especially that police woman. She said to kill him, let him bleed out. I want to curse. She
when the woman say shoot him.
Yeah. Hit him.
And his bullet start to bust. So why they say you get one and they know you didn't get one?
All right. So we're gonna keep you posted, as I said. What I told you about a while ago is what we know about, and things are different here. Things are different, and I decided to come up here.
As she mentioned her, right? I even contacted her to ask him what is the feedback on I.A.N, because you all arrested him. He was just trying to see them to tell me that I.A.N is in ECRC. He went there since Friday, Saturday. I said, how could I.A.N be in ECRC when I've been dropping stuff for him at CPS? He said, ma'am, you couldn't pass me the information I have, and that is the information.
So what did you think that you dropped there?
The tickets.
You hear that? She dropping thing at
when the lawyer came and spoke to him.
Central Police Station.
Right.
All the time you dropping food, and where dropping?
I dropping chicken.
Chicken.
Coconut water.
Coconut water.
Yeah. And supposedly was
all the antibiotics and everything.
Yes,
and the policeman say he not up there.
No, yeah. They even told us that
Supposedly you wanted to kill your old man. The police them there, the greedy.
Yeah. They even told us that basically he cannot receive anything. They got strict.
Yeah, but you drop things up there.
Yeah. Some of them were lenient to us to give him. The last day when the lawyer went in and the lawyer spoke to him, the lawyer came back out and said, I.A.N, the last day I.A.N eat, and that was Tuesday, was Sunday. That's
oh my God.
El Pico's thing.
Oh cool.
So the last day he eat was Sunday, and that was Tuesday.
The last day he eat was Sunday.
And when I got the news,
and when she got the news was Tuesday. What is it? This is Trinidad? Everybody's innocent until proven guilty, and everybody has rights. Yeah. Prisoners has rights too.
Yeah.
And no matter if you're in state detention, you have rights. You have a certain way to be treated. It's not a matter how they decide to treat you. You have a certain way to be treated. Prisoners have a certain way in crime, in war. When there's war, there's a certain way, you know.
I said, you know,
the judge and them know that, not the police.
The judge know that.
Yeah, not the police don't care any back here.
The neighbor didn't see, they didn't see them. They said, don't shoot them. They would have shoot
I'll
them.
the neighbor there.
Yeah.
So we're calling on the Police Complaints Authority to get involved, okay? All right, Cherry? Okay, thank you.
So I just had to pay attention. It's not a matter you can get angry and say, well, no. Because there are people out there who say, Ian, I want you to highlight my story because they realize that when they get their story on our platform, the world listens. That's the only time people listen to people, when it reaches Ian Allen. So I spoke to them. I'm not here to cast any aspersions on anyone. It's not what I know. It's what I could prove. It's what I could prove. It's not what you know and what you believe and you think this one kill and you think that one this and that one might have a gun. It's not what you know. It's what you could prove. Otherwise, sometimes some of you might get emotional when you come and say, you're not dealing with this. It's not what you know. It's what we could prove. Knowing can't get nobody charged for murder, you know. It's proving it. Always remember that. Knowing can't get anybody arrested based on circumstantial evidence. It's what you could prove. Well, ladies and gentlemen, have a wonderful night. I'll be back tomorrow. I have a very interesting afternoon, a very interesting day tomorrow. More persons to meet, more stories to, to investigate. And more persons deserve justice. This is Ian Allen. Have a wonderful night. Good night.
Yo, there's a jungle out. There's a jungle out. There's a jungle out there and the hunt is on. A jungle out there and the hunt is on. We're gonna hunt you down. We're gonna hunt you down. We're gonna come, we ain't playing. It's the last thing on our mind. Yo, there's a jungle out. There's a